Question about the mental health facilities in Washington State. Are you going to reopen the state mental health facilities? You know, was it Western State Hospital, I think is the name of it, is just a train wreck. I know we've talked a lot about that on this show.
Yeah, under Jay Inslee's leadership, after being warned by the federal government multiple times about the certification of Western State Hospital, Jay Inslee ignored that and lost the certification. Along with that went millions of dollars in federal aid for mental health. And I know, as a police officer working on the street, and any police officer can tell you this across the state, that first responders, you know, we go to somewhere, a call comes in, someone has tried to kill themselves, and we take them to a hospital, and they meet with the first level mental health counselor, talks to them, and then determines, yes, this person just tried to kill themselves, they need help. So they get on the phone and they start making phone calls all across the state looking for a facility that has a bed for this person so that they can get the help that they need. And 9 times out of 10, there is not one available, and that person is just turned back out on the street. It's very sad. It's very sad. It's heartbreaking. You know, I've had children call 911 because their mom tried to kill herself. And to have her just with no place to go and just turned back out on the street, it's heartbreaking. And Jay Inslee's ignored that. You know, there was a $34 million budget, money set aside to fix Western State Hospital. And the last report that I read, about 24 million of that had been spent. Only about 8 million of it went to the contractor actually doing the upgrades because the facility wasn't safe for the people there. It wasn't safe for the people working there. About 8 million of it went to the contractor, and the rest of that 24 million was spent on administrative costs. That's just a lack of leadership. That's a lack of responsibility from Jay Inslee. And that needs to be fixed. People with mental health problems, people that try to take their life, they have to have some place to go to get the help that they need.
You want to refund the police or defund the police? And, you know, is there anything that you can do as governor to, if you want to refund the police, is there anything that you can do as governor to help make that happen? And if you want to defund the police, is there anything that, as governor, that you can help to make that happen?
We needed to defend the police, not defund the police.
Okay.
You know, whenever somebody calls 911, if we cut down on our police forces, which is happening in Seattle right now, then that's going to delay people getting the help that they need. When they have an emergency, when they dial 911, they need a police officer. You know, it's going to delay that. And this notion that police are a bunch of racist killers is a bunch of garbage. It's absolutely not true. You know, remember George Floyd, the police officers that were responsible for his death, they were arrested by good police officers and put in jail, right? The left's narrative that the police are a bunch of racist killers is garbage. It's not based in fact. And in fact, people that want to look into this a little bit more, I would highly recommend Sheriff David Clark's book, Cop Under Fire. That he illustrates very, very good about the left's narrative and how false it is. And Sheriff David Clark, for those of you that don't know, is a black sheriff from Milwaukee, retired.
Who endorsed you?
Absolutely, he did. Yes.
Yep.